Greetings, gentlemen and ladies. I am the Old School Game Snob, and wow, I've been checking out some of the token trove prices here today and yesterday, and Pyramid Warden is suddenly shooting up through the roof. This was always a valuable and powerful and expensive card, but in the last week or so, this card has really started to shoot up in value. Normally, well, we have a 30-day average of $360 on this, but I've seen this kind of more in the $200 range. Man, going back to September the 16th, September the October, this card was at like $100, right? Would have been good to load up on a few of them back then. But in the last week or so here, since around December the 10th, and maybe this was roughly during the time of the nerf to the Guild Enforcer, people are like, oh, I need more frontline, right? I need some powerful frontline. I mean, the timing kind of lines up. Right, so you lose Guild Enforcer, people get used to having that front line, suddenly people are thinking, what's the alternative to our Guild Enforcer? Even though Guild Enforcer is still a good card, Pyramid Warden at 2 mana, 2/6 is a very, very big amount of stats to get out earlier on the board. Doesn't work that well in all decks. That's because the Afterlife, your opponent summons a random creature from their void, can be game swinging. If this goes off wrong, it can be game swinging against you. But if this goes off right, it can be game swinging for you. So yeah, it kind of depends on what sort of deck you're running, but this is still a very good, very powerful card. It is a Genesis set card. You cannot get this card anywhere other than on Token Trove, of course. And yeah, shoot, look at those prices. We're up to the $500 range. We had a lot of them selling actually. On December 22, we had 14 Pyramid Wardens sell around $500. On the 21st, we had 21, a volume of 21, 477, 466, 420. You know, this is Pyramid Warden for some reason is becoming one of the most expensive cards in the game. I'm not surprised it is because it's a very, very good card, but even still, that's a very interesting indeed. Anyway, yeah, cool. Anyway, just a bit of an update for you guys. Pyramid Warden, I don't know if it's going to come back down again. Maybe not. There's only so many of these that exist, right? And there's not even that many. 9,800 is the total supply of Meteorite Pyramid Wardens. You know, as compared to some of the current cards, you know, let's even take something like let's take something from even Trial of the Gods, right? Take a look at Trial of the Gods. We'll take a look at some of the rare cards there. Let's even look at the most expensive ones. Not quality level. Let's look at Meteorite. Yeah, so Shadow of Lethanon. We have, well, we actually have about the same, 9,100 of those. So that's actually a very finite supply of those rare cards, not too many. I feel like maybe it was the Divine Order that I was looking at. Yeah, that definitely has a larger supply of its rare cards. You can see basically double the supply on its rare cards so far, and it hasn't even sold out yet. So there's going to be more of these coming into circulation, but you know, that's okay because we're going to be getting more players, right? We are getting more players. I think 300% more players have been 300% players growth or something like that per week ever since the launch of the Blessing of the Gods event, which they're extending another 4 weeks. Keep referring your friends. At the moment, there's more of these cards out there. That's because there's more people buying them, right? There's more players, and so what is currently a larger supply over here on Divine Order compared to a more finite supply here on Trial of the Gods, and of course Genesis here, which is a comparable supply. Yeah, it's not a huge amount available. So we have, let's see, what is that Warden worth at all levels? We have $1,000 at Shadow, which is actually a good price when you consider it takes 5 meteorites to create a Shadow, right? Now, if you could unfuse those Shadow cards, that would be very interesting. I don't know if that'll ever happen, but that would be very interesting. Now we have, of course, the gold for about 3,000 and the diamond for 20,000. Have any of those sold? The highest price one sold for 8,500, and then just below that for 4,200. And then we had the gold Warden selling for as much as 3,300. Actually, even recently, just like a week ago, a couple of them selling for around 3,300, 2,500. Yeah. So yeah, and then of course the Shadow Warden. which is also all these cards are just rocketing up in price. All of these Pyramid Wardens are just shooting way up. Yeah, look at that. Look at that curve. That's crazy. That's since like a month ago, something like that. So Pyramid Warden, you guys, on the rise. Don't know why, but there you have it. Okay.